He's crazy.
You ready, Foxman?
We entertain him.
Just kick something.
We're filming.
Okay, get ready to get started here. I'm gonna start. Thank you for everybody. Microphone. Anyway, thank you for all coming tonight. We got a full gang. We're gonna start out with the invocation.
Let's pray. Father, we pause again to just thank you for putting us in this place with these amazing people. When you give us assignments like these, though, we sometimes want to take control of these things for ourselves. So we just take a minute to be conscious and put control back into your hands where it belongs. We ask that we would see the way you see tonight, that we would hear the way you hear, and that we would speak the way that you would speak. We just ask for your guidance in this meeting and ask that all the work that is done would be done according to your will. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
I don't
Thank you very much.
think that microphone's on.
Hmm.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Okay. Good evening. I'm calling to order the regular meeting of the City of Mary Esther City Council, November 3rd, 2025 at 6 p.m. Would everybody please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And now I would like the city clerk to do a roll call of the city council.
Councilmember Sutton.
Here.
Councilmember Coxwell.
Here.
Councilmember Lawson.
Here.
Councilmember Carter.
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Oder.
Present.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. Item number 5 is approval of tonight's agenda. I would ask the council if we could add under special presentations 6.2, which will be a thank you letter for the people that helped out for the workday for the city. Do I have a motion to add that?
I'll make that motion.
Okay, I have a first by Ms. Coxwell.
Second.
I'm sorry,
Sutton.
Sutton, and second by Mr. Carter?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Carter got a second. Let's go ahead and vote. Okey doke, and it is Richard. Push your button again, please. Here. Okay, we're unanimous. Thank you. Okay, we'll start out with 6.1. I've got, we had City Week, and we asked for a essay from 2 people that won the award. The first one is Naomi. If you would you please come forward with your family? Here. Picture. This is Percy, right? For her. Much. You got a bag of goodies from the city? You got that? Official city coin, we're going all out. Official city coin. And nice first dollar bill.
Is the essay in here?
Yeah.
It's in
And I
there.
have one more.
Oh, there we are.
I think she's the next one. That's the next, that's the first one. He's the second.
That's cute.
Yeah, they both were.
And I have one more for another outstanding student who did the same kind of essay. She couldn't make it tonight. Her name is Riley Henry. Did I get it correct?
No, Riley Turner, Riley Turner. The teacher is Henry.
Okay. Would you please come forward and accept the gift?
Yes. Yeah, the same one.
One,
Teachers have sharing issues. We are well aware. That's
Okay,
cute.
Continuing on with the presentations.
Oh, here we go.
We had City Week, and part of City Week was painting the fence on the cemetery, city cemetery. And these 6 people did an outstanding job along with Councilman, so even the city manager was out there supervising. And I guess you got a little bit of paint, a little bit. Okay.
He did an excellent job.
Did an excellent job.
No.
You guys did a whole big long thing.
Whereas. Just taking pictures. Susan. John's right there.
Yes, he was very, very tall.
We go to City 22. You want your autographs in?
Perfect. All in one place.
I mean, why would you turn that down?
What you did.
I got it. I got it. I got it. Got it.
Very much. Point. Want your autographs in? Next is Elder Mahonia. Okay. Sorry if I mispronounced it. Thank you very much. What a tall person. Elder Mahonia.
Okay, so his is only worth like 50 cents now.
Okay, sister.
Yeah, the boys were all very tall.
Yes.
Oh, it's only worth a nickel now.
Sister, look, I get it, we're Oh, absolutely.
Making this day. Get in line, give me $2.
Right.
I got.
No, where are you guys? The Church of where? The Latter-day Saints is which one on? In Fort Walton? Okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much for all of your help.
That's my doctor Butler. I took a
You're that guy?
Pickleball.
Well, thank you. Thank you
Yes,
very much.
thank you very
Thank
much.
you for coming. And you can leave now.
You don't have to stay.
Spend your $2 bill.
Definitely no
Have
one
a-
staying.
Thank
For everybody.
Not you, Susan.
You can't leave.
She
You're
just
stuck.
left.
Everybody's leaving. We're done. We're adjourned. Okay. Continuing on, the consent agenda. All right. Is everybody happy with the consent agenda? They wish to modify it, change it, or if not, can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I'll make that motion.
Okay, I have a first, Ms. Coxwell,
I'll second.
second, Ms. Sutton. Let's go ahead and vote. And we are unanimous. Thank you. Item number 8 is citizens who have requested to be placed on the agenda. I have none for tonight. So we're going to move on to item number 9 is public comment for non-agenda items. Is anybody out there wish to speak on any subject other than what's on the agenda tonight? Okay. Don't have anybody? All right. Item 10 is unfinished business, Mary Esther Boulevard Landscaping Project Update. Sean?
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'm Sean Lindsay, Director of Public Works. At our last meeting, we had Charlie with Kimley Horn here to answer questions. He was wanting to be here tonight, but due to an emergency, he wasn't able to make it tonight. He did fill me in with lots of questions and answers that could be asked, so I'll present some of that tonight. During the last council meeting in October, City Council requested that we get some examples of the renderings that they could do for a median. The cost is $7,500. You can see examples in your file attached. And just to let council know, there's a few differences in those renderings. One is that you won't see like all the buildings the way they are. It'll be primarily focused on the inside of the median. It'll be for one median, the one they selected. We could change that if we like, but the one they selected was the one south of Hollywood on 98, directly south, because they felt was the most representative. That would give you a good idea of what different features throughout the whole median landscaping would look like. Some of the things that they noted that's different than AI pictures. You have the AI pictures in there, which I feel do a decent job, but it doesn't really capture the spacing and the number of plants, and they're not exact with the pictures of the plants. The renderings would have the exact spacing, the exact number of plants in that representative median, and it would look more true to the plant's character. Uh, the drawing would be done in full bloom and also at plant maturity. Another thing that would be different than what you see on the first day it's planted. So those are some of the things. If that's something that you would like to have before we move into bidding it out, staff recommends authorizing $7,500 for professional rendering of the median landscaping. And I can answer any questions you might have about it.
And within a year, this is not going to look anything like those pictures, correct?
No, the pictures that they would, you don't
The
have any
ones we're
pictures
paying
now,
money
but
for.
if you want to pay $7,500 to get the pictures, they would be at plant maturity.
Okay. All right.
Has FDOT had any input into the actual plants that are proposed?
Yes, so FDOT made a lot of changes to plants that proposed. They reviewed the plans, sent back a list of everything they needed changed based on the type of plant, availability. If they had bad experience with the plant, they took it out. And they have that breadth of experience of having these medians planted all over the state, so they kind of have a lot of people reviewing that. And so the current drawings are the final drawings as after they made all the re-additions that FDOT required.
I have one
Go ahead, sure.
One question. Where are they going to start and where is the end point?
It would be from 98 to the city limits on,
Both directions?
yes, on Mary Esther Boulevard.
It'll stop at Page Bacon pretty much, right? Because
Just
after
past it.
that, yeah, because then it's concrete median, so.
Yeah, you see there's concrete medians, and there's one median where our Mary Esther sign
Yeah,
comes
very
in,
small.
and our city limits goes right through the edge of that, and it will include some small plantings right there.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anybody have anything else to discuss? If not, do I have a motion to authorize $7,500 for professional rendering of the median landscape?
Make the motion.
I have a first by Mr. Carter.
I'll second.
I have a second by Mr. Odor. Any more discussion? All right, in that case, go ahead and vote. Unanimous, okay. All right, well, it's a nice picture.
Well, I think having the visual
Yeah,
will make,
yeah, no, it look real pretty. Sounds good, and it covers the whole area that we're gonna spend the money on. Okay, we're back in the new business now. 11.1 is Epilepsy Awareness Month Proclamation. I have it right here. I am going to read it. Do we have a recipient for it tonight? Yes, ma'am. Okay, I'm gonna read it and then we'll present it like we did the other stuff, okay? Yes. And a city coin, and I will sign the $2 bill if you want. I'm not gonna,
Well, now-
discriminate. Do $2 bill. You're
$2 bill.
okay. Anyway, proclamation. Epilepsy Awareness Month is a nationwide effort by the Epilepsy Alliance Florida to raise awareness about the change the conversation around epilepsy, seizures, and side effects, as well as to improve and save lives through care advocacy, research, and new therapies, and public health and education. And whereas epilepsy is a brain disorder characterized by recurrent and unprovoked seizures that can affect anyone at any age, any time. And whereas epilepsy is a spectrum disorder comprised of many diagnoses and experiences and includes a wide range of seizure types, control, severity, and outcomes varying from person to person. And whereas epilepsy is the fourth most common neurological disorder, and whereas an increasing number of people are diagnosed with rare epilepsies, which are complex, severe, chronic, and even life-threatening, and collectively, rare epilepsies account for a growing percentage of the epilepsy population. And whereas people with epilepsy need access to affordable, comprehensive, physician-directed, and person-centered health care and effective treatments decrease the likelihood of breakthrough seizures and related complications, including injury, disability, and even sudden unexpected death in epilepsy. Now, therefore, I, Chris Stein, by virtue of the authority vested in me as mayor in the city of Mary Esther, do hereby proclaim the month of November 2025 as Epilepsy Awareness Month in Mary Esther and encourage residents to increase their understanding of epilepsy, reduce the stigma, and support people with epilepsy and their families to improve the quality of life. So done the third day of November 2025. Now I would like to have a motion from the council for me to sign this proclamation.
I'll make that motion.
Have a first by Ms.
I'll
Sutton,
second.
a second by Ms. Sutton, or Coxwell. Let's go ahead and, any discussion? Let's go ahead and vote. Okay, it's unanimous. Thank you.
I have a question for you. Do you go to any like library or schools and? Mhm.
If, ma'am, if you want to say this into the mic.
In pictures.
Yes, we do all day long.
Oh, just go ahead and make your statement.
Okay, so Epilepsy Alliance Florida, we represent Escambia County, Santa Rosa, Okaloosa, and Walton. We go into churches. I'm going to a Rotary on Friday. We go into schools, anywhere you want to teach people to recognize, including teachers, to recognize that not all seizures look like Grey's Anatomy. And that's something especially important because that's when the younger kids typically get the onset seizures. But everything we do is free. And I just want to thank you all for declaring Epilepsy Awareness Month in November. Thank you.
Thank you.
And can you say your name real quick for the record?
My name is Laurie Michelle Lamar Acuff.
Thank you.
She's changing that when she leaves. Thank you. Maybe something to have. Here, experience. Sisters up. As long as it says no. But
Thank you for coming.
Seizure.
Moving on to 11.2, approval of invoices for Highway 98 emergency sewer repairs.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'm Sean Lindsay, Director of Public Works. Yes,
Ma'am, if you would like to leave, you're welcome to. Unless you would like to stick around. I meant to tell you that earlier. I'm sorry, Sean. I just, you were going to get started and she needs to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay.
nobody
She
should stand
wants.
for all this.
Have a
Continue.
good night.
You know your name.
Okay. On June 14th, 2025, Jacobs responded to the sewer backup at 857 East Miracle Strip. Initial mitigation efforts using a vacuum trailer successfully prevented a sanitary sewer overflow, but they did not resolve the blockage. Jacobs obtained an emergency purchase order to hire Pensacola Concrete for repairs. 2 sewer laterals under Highway 98 were blocked by sand caused by gaming construction fiber optic boring, as confirmed by Pensacola Concrete. Repairs took several months and included underground spot fixes to avoid disturbing the recently paved highway. Jacobs now recommends lining the sewer laterals for complete restoration. On October 13th, 2025, Jacobs responded to a developing sinkhole on Highway 98 near Kingston Court. FDOT contractor Weber secured the closed the affected area. The sinkhole is presumed to be consequences of ongoing material loss stemming from poor related fiber optic damage, which ultimately led to surface failure. Please see attached memorandum from Jacobs for more details, and they're also here to answer any questions. Under discussion, I would say the city has outstanding invoices totaling $71,762.01 to Pensacola Concrete for sewer cleaning and repairs, and $36,155 to construction materials for sinkhole repairs, and $1,150 to L30 for traffic control. Staff is pursuing a claim with Florida Power and Light and Gaming Construction for reimbursement. Jacobs estimates a slip lining will cost $100,000. Alternatives to eliminate one sewer lateral under the Highway 98 are being considered to reduce future risk and expense. The current financial impact is $109,067.01. And staff recommendation is motion to approve payment of invoices for $71,760.01 to Pensacola Concrete, $36,155 to Construction Materials, and $1,150 to L30, and to pursue claims and reimbursement from responsible parties.
Discussion?
Yeah.
Hayward?
Yeah, say Hayward.
Hayward, gonna get our money?
So there are statutes that deal with this. There's also, the city has a franchise agreement with FPL. So they authorize, this work inside, in the right of way. It's their subcontractor. I know as of late, we've had some emails where they've been contacting the city. I've spoke with, Jared about it. Obviously, he can give some more details. I mean, I think ultimately, if there's no payment, then we would probably be sending a demand letter to FPL as well as their contractor. They have a hold harmless, but, our position is if they authorized it, they're their agent. They should be responsible for, now if they want to sort it out with their contractor and that contractor sub, that's fine, but we're going to probably go after or be looking to, put pressure on FPL as well as the contractor. So I don't want to give away, everything. We may not even get there. The hope is, fingers crossed, we get this resolved, insurance steps in and does what it's supposed to do. But if not, and it looks like there's going to be a need for legal action, I've spoken with Jared, and we'll probably bring that back to the council, advise you where we're at, and advise you of next steps. So as of right now, we're not at that, I'll say, critical point, but if and when we get there, we'll probably, or not probably, we will come back to the council to get direction, kind of go over the scenarios, the costs, those types of things. So everybody goes, into this with their eyes wide open.
Mayor, I have a question.
Go ahead.
Sir, directed towards you. Now, are there other fiber projects that were, do we have any other sleeping problems out there, basically, my question? In regards to fiber work.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. It's Josh Robinson with Jacobs O&M. As far as work that's been done so far, we haven't been aware of any other issues that have come up. But there's new work coming to this city daily. So in the future, could one come up? 100%.
With the work that's been completed thus far, would it be in the best interest of the city to inspect that work or do other, or is there any measures we can take so we don't get a call at 2 o'clock in the morning because of the sinkhole on 98?
Yes. So compared to this particular issue, when it first came up, they cleaned the main out. We got everything fixed and point repaired to what was damaged. But with that damage, when the type of piping that's in the ground there, that damage is not just in that one place. So that's where we're asking to go ahead and get it CIPP lined, a little different than slip lining. But with that cured in place pipe, it will basically redo that entire pipe that's there to prevent that from happening in the future.
Can we go after someone to reimburse us for that cost? Because we didn't create the problem. I know it's like a pipe dream, but the worst they can do is tell us no.
So, Councilmember Carter, that's something that Hayward and I will look at. We've obviously these are pipes that have been there for a while. The actual incident was the boring and hitting the sewer lines. A couple things to add to what Josh said and what's already been discussed is that it's a little challenging for us on Highway 98 because we can't require that they pull permits for that because it's in state right of way. So that makes it a little more complicated. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer to find out who it was. But certainly we're looking at avenues so that we can make this easier in the future because it's going to happen again.
Now, you said we're not required to pull permits. Do they have to go to the state and pull those permits?
Correct.
Can we ask the state to inform us when they're asking for permits to do that kind of work, kind of gives us a kind of a heads up? I know Jacobs would love to have that information in your back pocket.
So there are one calls that are done. As far as the timing of it, though, I think that's probably going to be the challenge. But we'll have more discussion with them. We've requested the permit for this incident. And so, like I said, we're going to try to make improvements where we can, but we do have some challenges with 98 just because the state does not allow us to essentially require permits.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think we've talked about this before. I mean, this isn't something isolated to Mary Esther. You know, all the development up and through the Panhandle, you know, Bay County, Walton, Okaloosa, you know, you name it, they're all having these same growing pains. And so we do, there's, like I said, statutes that are in place. They're still responsible to report. We've talked about updating maybe some ordinances to put some requirements. Again, though, some of the challenges, most of this stuff happens in and around 98, which is where most of the utilities are at. And, you know, that we don't have a whole lot of control because of FDOT. So a lot of times, like Jared said, we're playing catch up and trying to, you know, get a hold of, you know, the responsible party a little bit after the fact. But we're working on it.
Anything we can strengthen Jacob's hand, I prefer, because to find out in the wee hours and you got to get emergency contract, you know, we solved the problem, but we really haven't.
Did you have something? Oh,
No.
okay. April, no?
To further answer your question there a little bit, I would say yes. If we don't line those laterals that we're speaking of, this is not a matter of if it's going to happen again, but definitely when. So,
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you. Okay, there's no more discussion. Do I have a motion to approve payment of invoices for $71,762.01 to Pensacola Concrete and $36,155 to Construction Materials, $1,150 to L30, and to pursue claims and reimbursement from the responsible parties.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, first, Ms. Sutton.
I'll second.
A second, Ms. Coxwell. Okay, let's go ahead and vote, please. Okay, we're unanimous on that. Item 11.3, Resolution 25-19, approval of spray fill lease agreement with the Department of the Air Force.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. I'm Sean Lindsay, Director of Public Works. The City of Mary Esther leases property from the Department of the Air Force to operate our spray fill for treatment and use of sewer effluent, which is connected to the sewer plant by force main. This lease is for 5 years. Each renewal requires a new appraisal and environmental assessments. Those were funded in a previous fiscal year by the City of Mary Esther, and now the lease is ready for us to execute another 5 years. See attached a new 5-year lease for the property we lease from Sprayfield. The lease amount is $18,000 per year. Staff recommends a motion to adopt the 2519 to approve the attached lease and authorize the mayor to execute the agreement.
Any discussion?
Mayor, I have some questions.
Absolutely.
So the spray field has been vastly improved upon in this past year. Sprinklers are now working properly. It's actually looking less like Sanford and Son and more like a true thing. But is there nothing that we can do to utilize this vast amount of resource to offset this cost, like to be able to sell?
Yes, so one of the things that I began talking about when I first came here with Jacobs before this new contract is that could we produce a usable crop that we can sell? Right now, they cut hay and they give the hay away. And it's not really a hay quality that could be used with for cattle. It's not the quality. It's not been fertilized and has too many weeds in it. I did contact the University of Florida. They came down and looked at it and identified some things that we would need to do to make it a usable crop. And I reviewed the lease and talked with the Air Force a little bit initially about that. I was really just waiting to see if we're going to keep the spray field or if it's going to be abandoned in 5 years, because it would probably take 2 or 3 years to make it a usable crop, because you'd have to do multiple sprays in warm season and cool season, reestablish plantings, and and we did the soil test already, actually, but we'd have to do fertilizing and things like that. And we'd have to make sure that was okay with the Air Force before we did it.
Does the Jacobs crew have any follow-up with that?
Do I need to state my name again? This is Josh Robinson with Jacobs O&M. Just to follow up on that, like Sean said, there's definitely money to be made out there. I mean, there's tons of acreage. This treatment plant here has a lot more disposal site than any that are around us. But, I mean, the big thing would be, do we want to put those few years of money into that field if we're gonna end up getting rid of it down the road?
I'd be curious as to what the cost is,
Okay.
because, I mean, 5 years is still a good amount of time, and if it's gonna take 2 to 3, I mean, you've still got roughly half that time left to turn profit that could offset the lease and what we have to invest into it.
Sure, we can definitely look into getting some numbers together, see what, if it's worth the tackling, or if y'all would like to go a different
You,
way.
you can make grass on there, right? Like for a golf course?
I wouldn't say quite a golf course, but,
Okay.
I mean, typically, if we put the money into that field, we could definitely sell the hay
Okay.
and.
I'm talking like
use it for-
sod or something, you know?
Not so much, no,
Not
sir.
so much. Okay. All right, I just thought I'd ask.
Question.
Go ahead,
In
sir.
in your analysis, could you break it down, what it would cost to bring it to standard, what we would put in, and then how much we would have to sell to make a profit?
Yes, sir.
Anybody else? You gonna read the front?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Resolution number 25-19, a resolution of the City of Mary Esther, Florida, authorizing the city to enter into a contract with the Department of the Air Force for the lease of property to serve as a wastewater spray field in the amount of $18,000 annually for 5 years.
Thank you. Do I have a motion to adopt Resolution 25-19 to approve the attached lease and authorize the mayor to execute the agreement?
I'll make the motion.
Okay, I have a first,
I'll second.
and I have a second. Go ahead and vote, please. Oh, and the, the,
Actually, it's Jared signing the,
what?
I think Jared's, don't they have you listed as the signer?
They did, but I think we're going to have them change that.
Oh,
Historically, that's not a document that I've signed, especially since it's with another governmental agency.
okay.
Well, then the resolution will need to be amended to reflect that the mayor will sign, because currently it says the city manager.
Okay.
So that's up to you guys if y'all want to change it. And he probably prepared it based off of what was in the lease that showed you signing on behalf of the city. So if we want to.
Okay.
Oh,
Good catch.
Okay, see you now. Sorry.
Is that okay, or do you want to put the city manager on, make a, redo the motion with the city manager?
Mayor.
Mayor? Okay. The first was done by Councilman Lawson, and the second was Councilwoman Sutton for the motions.
So as long as that's approved as an amendment, we'll just update the resolution.
Okay.
To reflect that, and then they can get the lease updated from the Air Force to have reflected that Mayor Stein will be signing.
So we don't do anything else?
No, as long as as the council is going to approve the resolution with that amendment, we can go ahead and approve the resolution.
Okay.
Vote.
So we need to do it again?
No.
No. Okay.
Okay.
All right. 11.4, Resolution 25-20 is the approval of permitting, licensing, code enforcement, and citizens request software agreement. Who's going to talk to that?
Mayor and council, so we went through a process of requesting quotes for software, for business licensing, permitting, and also for citizen requests. We had quite a few different criteria that we looked at. This was myself, as well as our code compliance officer and our community development director. We received a number of proposals and demonstrations from Civic Plus, GovWell, OpenGov, Tyler Technologies. We are recommending GovWell, which is a newer company, so I will put that out there. They've been around since 2023. They have over 75 municipal clients. The primary reason why we are recommending GovWell is because it's a more modern software, and it's very user-friendly. There are some other services that they provide as a part of their product. One being that if somebody's filling out an application and they don't understand or they need some assistance, they will provide live assistance as well. And so those are the primary reasons for doing this. It is less than what we currently pay for Tyler Technologies, as well as our other citizen request software that we currently use. The impact, the implementation cost is $9,000 and the annual licensing is $22,000.
Any discussion?
Does it have after-hour support?
After hours support, I would have to check, honestly. I had not thought about after hours. Typically, it's a regular business day with a couple hours for Pacific time. But I don't know exactly what those hours are.
Is this the software we would be using to send out like an emergency alert, like we have to shut down the water to the entire city?
That is separate, no. That is separate. So we try to look at this pretty comprehensively, because one of the problems is that you might find a software that is great at doing one thing, but then it doesn't work with the other front-end applications. And so that's why we're recommending this for code enforcement, permitting, citizen request, because they all work together. So for example, if somebody puts in a request and it's related to code compliance can fill that out. It will provide updates back to the resident. The same thing for building permits.
Is
One
this
of-
a fairly user-friendly app to where it's, you know, kind of a click and point?
So the first thing is that right now it is 100% online. Part of the agreement is that they will have an app and they will provide it to us free of charge. They've sent a couple mock-ups to me to review. They all looked very user-friendly. So to be fully transparent, that's not there yet. Some of the other providers do offer them. But on the back end and the front end, they're not quite as easy to work through.
Have you been in contact with some of the cities that are currently using this
Yes.
in Florida?
The couple ones in Florida, my understanding is they're earlier on in implementation, but I did not take their reference list and call their reference list. I created my own.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions? City Clerk, you want to read the resolution?
Resolution number 25-20, a resolution of the City of Mary Esther, Florida, authorizing the city to enter into a contract with GovWell for cloud-based community development software as a service.
Thank you. Bernard, do you have anything?
How soon is this going to happen? We're going to have it by the new city hall?
I'm sorry, what was that?
How soon will this happen? When will we be able to use this?
So I believe it was, I'll have to look at that real quick. I believe it was a 6-month
Okay.
total for everything.
Anything else? Do I have a motion to select GovWell and adopt Resolution 25-20, approving the agreement with GovWell, which includes an implementation cost of $9,000 and an annual licensing fee of $22,000?
Is it a standard contract?
Huh?
Is it a standard contract? If we find it doesn't work out, we can back out?
So the contract has been reviewed by the city attorney. One of the things that we did change is it's just a 1-year contract. So that way, if for some reason we did have any major changes, we're not stuck into a 5-year contract.
Thank you.
And that, along with the implementation cost being as low as it is frankly what gave us a little bit of comfort.
Do you want to make the first motion then?
Sure. Make a motion, sir.
Mr. Carter has the first motion,
I'll second the,
and Ms. Sutton's got the second.
I got a question.
Go ahead.
By looking at the resolution, it says in there approved by the city manager, but it's signed by the mayor. Is that a problem again?
This one signed by the mayor?
But he approved the GovWell, but we're,
Yeah, I think the reason why and tell me if I'm wrong, Jared, the one on the spray field is that historically has not been signed by the city manager, but this one,
Correct. And we started, the other comment to that too, real quick. So we started using resolutions to approve contracts, and our boilerplate resolution has me on it. So I think that's one of the reasons as well.
It's the same sentence as the previous one. It's the reason I brought it back up.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. Go ahead and vote. Yeah, we're unanimous on that. Thank you. Moving on, 11.5 is Resolution 25-21, approval of fiscal year 2026-27 legislative appropriation request.
Mayor and council, briefly, as you know, at our last city council meeting, we discussed the project we wanted to submit for a legislative appropriation request. The council did select moving forward with the second half of the water line along the southern side of Highway 98. And so what you have in front of you are the grant applications that we would submit to both the House and the Senate. We do have to send one to the House, one to the Senate. It's for the same project. And so this is the exact applications that we would send, and staff is happy to answer any questions that you have.
Any questions? Okay, City Clerk, you want to read the resolution?
Do you want to read it this time?
No.
Resolution number 25-21, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Mary Esther, Florida, expressing the city's commitment to funding and supporting the City of Mary Esther Highway 98 water main replacement project, authorizing the city manager to submit a legislative appropriation request to the Florida Legislature for fiscal year 2026 through 2027, and providing an effective date.
Thank you. Do I have a motion to adopt Resolution 25-21, approving the submission of the fiscal year 2026-27 legislative appropriation request for the City of Mary Esther Highway 98 water main replacement project and formally committing the $1,550,000 local match from the Utilities Fund?
I'll make that motion.
Okay,
I'll
but first,
I'll
Mr.
second.
Oder, Mr. Lawson is number 2 on that. Any more discussion? Let's go ahead and vote. Okay, we're unanimous. Thank you. Moving on, 11.6, consideration of city manager contract amendment. You want to speak to that?
Yes, sir, Mayor and Council. So at the last council meeting, we did discuss a proposed amendment to my contract. And so Hayward put together that language for the amendment that you have in front of you.
Huh?
Mhm.
Yeah, he's going to do some coaching, football team. All right, any discussion on this? We already talked about it last time and everybody wasn't kind of happy with it. Okay, if there's not, do I have a motion to approve the First Amendment? We have 2 amendments. First Amendment to the employment agreement with the city manager.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, Mr. Oders, number 1.
I'll second.
Number 2 is Ms. Sutton. Let's go ahead and vote. And we're unanimous. Thank you. Okay, that completes most of our work. Item 12 and 13 will combine. Start off with Ms. Sutton.
First off, I have attended a couple governors' events. I did recently go to the governor's mansion. I had a very nice conversation with Casey DeSantis and presented her with our city coin. And she did know where Mary Esther was. So that was very nice to hear. And the other thing is we are coming up in the holiday season, and I'm not sure how council feels about this, but I did discuss this with Mayor Stein. about us doing a give back day to the employees for lunch, possibly that Tuesday from like noon to, I believe it was 2 when the library is closed, so they could participate in like all of us provide like pizza, soda for the staff.
Are we allowed to do that?
Yeah, so Fort Walton Beach does something like that. They'll usually pay and then give where council and department heads will come and serve food. They'll have kind of games and whatnot. So, yeah, it'll just matter, do you want to budget the funds? Because it's
I
going
was
back to
gonna pay it
employees.
personally.
Or if it's going to be,
Yeah.
you know, donations and whatnot, that way.
Yeah,
not
it's,
using city funds.
we're planning a small scale party on 12 o'clock Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And it's pizza, whatever. It's not going to be anything real formalized, and we're not going to use taxpayers'
Mm-mm.
funds.
Yeah, so that's
So,
fine.
I mean,
I
do
mean-
we even need to vote on it?
Well, I mean, I think if you're gonna carve out the time and the date, I mean, as long
Okay.
as,
Well, we were thinking the library's closed. They don't open till 2 o'clock on Tuesday, and they still work training day. So
Yeah,
it would be
so,
a good time
I
to.
mean, I would just coordinate with Jared to make sure that the facilities are open, that the notice is out to the staff for those who can participate. time,
Okay.
And then you don't have to make it
And,
overly
and
formal.
April and I agree, we'll do all the legwork, all right? Is that okay?
Yeah,
And this is what date?
the Tuesday before Thanksgiving.
Be out of town, but,
Well, we can put we'll have your new picture there.
okay.
We'll put it in the
Yes.
refrigerator,
That'll work.
piece of pizza. Okay, yeah. Is everybody happy with that? Do we want to vote?
The Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yeah, the library's,
We figured that our staff might be busy preparing for their own family stuff, so the ones that are working that could swing by and enjoy pizza and not have to worry so much.
The 18th?
25th. 25th.
Yes.
Oh, the Tuesday.
That kind of fits everybody. Okay?
Going to be a luncheon?
Yeah,
Mhm.
here. Yeah, or the library meeting over there. It's gonna be
Wherever.
Yeah, it's not gonna be at a restaurant. We're gonna go get Little Caesar's Pizza, come here.
No little,
All right, whatever.
I'm not even hearing
Yes,
that's
no.
expensive.
Yeah, no.
Follow the pizza.
Can we use the room at the library?
We will check with the library, but likely.
They're
yes,
not
it'll be
open, but
available.
yeah, okay. That's where it'll be, Bernie. It'll be at the no, I don't disagree. It ain't gonna, we're not going to a restaurant or anything like that. So it'll be on city property.
Yeah.
And if you want to try a different, we could do a combination. I mean,
I can work on
what's your
something.
favorite pizza?
No, I will. work on
Domino's?
time.
Little Caesars?
No.
No. All right, are you gonna be here, Susan?
Gross.
All right, we'll work on that. All right, let's move on. Anything else, April? 12 to 2.
Okay.
12 o'clock, that's 1200 to 2 o'clock, 1400.
And after that, after we all coordinate that, the city cleanup day was great. It was lovely. Sean, thank you for getting our youth involved. I guess they're a little older than youth, but they were a great group of kids to work with, and I greatly appreciate all of their help. We have a couple of open houses, I guess, coming up. PMI open house is coming up next week. And I can't remember everything else, but yeah.
Susan?
How's the Veterans Day parade coming along?
Veterans Day Parade, we got our grand marshal,
Mhm.
we got the candy. I think Susan has got all the bounce house and everything all set up. It's going. Calvin, you got the permitting with the state and everything to do the parade route. We're good to go.
What time do we form up?
If it doesn't rain for you.
It's not gonna rain.
It's
I'll
gonna
look at the
be
weather.
12:30 in the wagon for 1 o'clock departure. And then you can come early if you want to walk around and
In the bounce house.
exact same place, same route, everything like last year. Even this lineup is going to be, Calvin and I drove the route. It's going to be the same route.
We'll see.
So we're good. Okay, we'll see.
Bring my-
Your
I'll-
poncho, yeah, okay. Mr. O, do you have something?
I'm been asked to attend the Beale Cemetery
Okay,
Memorial.
right.
So I will be there for that. I will as quickly as safely as I can get from over there.
That's,
Because there's going to be
yeah.
lots of cars and.
yeah,
things.
yeah, Stearns.
Few minutes late.
Stearns did all the
That's why.
time. Are you gonna wear your uniform? Okay. Stearns wore his uniform.
He also was out of uniform because it was the old.
Oh, it was old.
It
It was
not
old. There's
believable.
no
Same
doubt
way
about
with you
that.
Wearing whites at this
Yeah.
time of year.
But the parade's coming along good. The candy was a little more expensive than we wanted, 25% off versus 50, so blame Walmart. But we got plenty of candy, and we're gonna split it half candy for the parade, half candy for the Santa Run, which is 3 nights, and that's gonna be mostly Mary Esther residents, so that's kind of why we're splitting it.
Right.
Okay, anything else?
Nope.
No? Richard? No. Okay, I talked about the parade, that's what I've got.
Question, update on Azalea Park and the mall.
Oh,
Yes, so Azalea Park, the pavilion's been installed, the pavers have been installed. And I believe this week, the landscape architect's supposed to get us the specs for the trail to put out to bid. As far as the Santa Rosa Mall redevelopment, we have an LPA meeting scheduled for the 17th at 5 o'clock. And so that'll be the opportunity for the applicant to provide their presentation and for the LPA to ask
How many
questions.
applicants?
Just one, just one.
Is the public invited to make comments on that?
So there is
LPA? Is
there
it
is
gonna
a-
be open discussion?
there is a period at the LPA meeting.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Mr. Oder?
Yes, the library cooperative meeting had their last meeting with Vicky Severs, who's retiring as of November 7th. Also, if you're available, November 5th in Destin, at the Destin Library between 3 and 5, they're going to have a ceremony for her there. Unfortunately, I will be in Tallahassee, so I won't be able to make that. Also, Nathan Boyles won't be able to make it because him and I are meeting in Tallahassee. The other thing we had come up, we had the Library Cooperative Online Education Ceremony, and we had 16 people graduate, the largest class ever. They had over 100+ family members there. It was awesome. There was the itinerary and all the people. It was very inspiring. Most of these people have already signed up or starting to take college courses, or a couple of them already been promoted at work, so it's working well. And they also wanted to thank the Friends of Mary Esther Library who donated and helped pay for some of the tuitions for some of these. So it went very well. That's all I got.
Excellent. Thank you. Hayward?
Nothing tonight, Mayor. Thank you.
Dylan?
Check your mailbox, do your cybersecurity training by the end of the year, do your ethics training by the end of the year. Meetings for the LPA and a special council meeting on November 17th, as well as it is past November 1st, which was the cutoff for the Citizen of the Year applications. I have not received any. So what do y'all want to, how do y'all want to proceed with that?
With
That's a
the,
good question.
I have a question. So with the library seeing as many people as they say they see, could maybe they help recommend somebody?
They might be able to. I know we obviously have more people than just Mary Esther citizens come in, but I can ask around.
But I think our staff would know most of the locals.
I can look into it.
Okay.
I just don't force anyone to apply if they don't want to.
No,
Correct.
no,
So
no. No.
he's
Okay.
not a citizen.
Thank you. City Manager?
Just a reminder that the Veterans Day Parade, yes, is at 1, but the event itself starts at 11. So we will have food trucks, bounce houses, climbing wall, music, a number of, quite a bit of food at the event. So please come out. If for some reason there is an issue with the weather, we will post that far and wide. But it's not going to happen this year.
Not
We're going to
gonna
have a
happen.
clear
Agreed.
day.
It
It's
goes
going to
till
be
3?
sunny and 72.
72. Hey, came close today on that one.
That's all I have.
It goes till 3?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anything else from anybody? Okay, we're adjourned.